Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Oh my gosh, these little corn flies are lighting all over me. I don't think they bite, but they just annoy. They're just annoying me. They're everywhere. Um, they look like little fairies when you see them in the videos. I saw one yesterday when I was looking at the video I made sitting here. They look like little fairies flying around. So yeah, these little fairies are driving me nuts. So anyway, today is Monday, and I've got a lot of chores done. I need to complete a few more of them, but I'm also thinking about taking Tashir up to the ice cream, um, the little dairy bar, just to get her some ice cream. She's been really good. She's getting better, but I want to put something in her belly just for fun. I need to get her in the truck. She needs to ride with me a little bit more. I need to go do something with her, and I think that would be great. I might take her to a few other places. I haven't decided. I really should go get some chicken feed today. I'm out of layer, um, so I should go get some layer feed. I mean, I'm not out of layer completely, but up in the back barn, I used the last of that today. All right, I'm going to talk about another email that I received here at the end. So I did receive another email, and we'll talk about that. Um, I was listening to our criminal king talking, and he was lying. He lies about everything, the job numbers. He lies. Well, now he's talking about DC's crime numbers, and he's lying. Crime is down in DC. Okay. Big Balls got blasted in the nose for probably being cocky. He probably was spewing some cocky, and someone blasted him in the nose. Good. That is the young kid who was in Doge cutting our federal workers, our veterans who work in the government, firing people that we needed, like with nuclear codes, or not nuclear codes, but know how to handle the nuclear reactors and things like that. They fired all them people and then they had to get them all back. Yeah, that's who it was. That's who that is. He's like 19 or 20, a kid, just a kid. And he was probably being cocky and someone blasted him in the nose. Okay, that happens. When you're outside of your Doge office and you're standing on the street and he says he was trying to protect a woman, I don't see that. I see the fact that he was just being cocky and someone blasted him, so he made up a story. That's my opinion, but I don't care. If you want to be part of the Trump regime, I don't care what happens to you. I really don't. I really don't care if MAGA idiots have a hard time. I'm sorry. I don't care anymore. I do care about their children. I care about the older people that are depending upon them, that will be needing them. But as far as being a MAGA idiot and your prices are going up and you're losing your health care and you're seeing your jobs going, that's on you. You voted for it. That's on you. You voted for a liar. You voted for someone who wants to treat our country like a business, treat you like an employee. And he doesn't even like to treat his employees well. So you think he's going to treat you differently when he says he's going to run this like a country? No. He's treating you like a bad employer. He's the bad employer, you're the employee. That's what it's all about. So I will talk about the email here in a little bit, but let's go to this. Lying about all the numbers and when crime is down, he's saying it's up. I believe the reason that he is doing that in DC is because he's scared. He's scared. Not only are people protesting him and uprising, um, legislators are fighting back against white Christian legislation, stupid legislation, legislation that will allow him to have more reign. People are fighting back. And the MAGA people who are now starting to see what's going on are stepping up and saying, wait a minute, this isn't what I voted for, and this is not right. Well, too late now, ain't it? Ain't it? It's too late now. Um, I saw something this morning about Tennessee getting hit very, very hard. Do I care? I care about the children. I care about the people that did not vote for this. I care about the older people that are going to have to be dependent upon the people that have been disillusioned. But there were three major companies that have closed down plants. Bridgestone, which is a tire manufacturer, where my husband worked for a couple of years when he and his first wife moved to Tennessee, where his family's from. Two is Purdue. I believe one facility of Purdue was shut down. And two from Adient. Adient makes car seats, car seat manufacturing. And two facilities have closed down of theirs. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's four businesses that have shut down, and that's about 15,033 jobs closed down in Tennessee. That's not all of it. Those were just the four that I picked out. Tennessee is being hit hard by the tariffs because they are the fourth largest import of Chinese goods here. So everything in their little Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, Family Dollars, whatever they are, is going up. And they're seeing it. Tennessee has been hit hard. Do I really care? I care about the children. I care about the older people. And I care about the people that did not vote for this. The people that voted for this, you deserve to spend more. You deserve to have to take care of your family members who can no longer take care of themselves. You deserve this. Tennessee is the blueprint for a white Christian nation. Has always been that way. Their legislation is leaning that way. You deserve it. You deserve everything you get when you vote for such crap. Like I said, those that didn't vote for it, I feel for you. The children that are losing their food assistance and other things, their health insurance, so on and so forth, I feel for them. I do not feel for people who vote against their better interests. They're more excited about having deportations of hard working people who pay into systems they do not get any in return. You know, you constantly hear this, well, the immigrants are getting Medicaid, they're getting SNAP, they're getting free money, they're getting Social Security, they're getting this, they're getting... No, they don't. That is a lie. That's a lie. And most migrant immigrants pay into Social Security and never get anything in return. That's how Social Security can continue to run the way it does. It's because you have people that will never benefit from it paying into it. Well, that's going now, right? Do I feel for Tennessee? I absolutely do not. Not for their representatives, not for those who supported Trump, and not for those who think that MAGA is making America great again, which now they're finding out it's not, right? Are you finding out? Are you finding out it's not very good? Tennessee is. 15,033 jobs. 15,033. That's a lot of jobs. Those 1533 will have to go into unemployment and go into the job market, right? Right. Yeah. Okay, so let's get to this email. Let's get this email. It was not threatening, but the topic that it talked about, the email, made it seem like they were asking me questions about it. So it started off, it says, you are not a prepper because you don't talk about protection and self-defense. Really? The only thing that I can tell this person that sent me an email is, come on over. We'll see how that is. We'll see. Can I defend myself? Can I defend my property? Come on. I'll show you. I'll show you what it's all about. I believe this email was trying to say that I'm not a prepper because I don't talk about those things. I don't talk about those things because those are personal decisions. If someone wants to protect themselves, I say go for it. Do what you can. Learn as much as you can and do it. For those who do not want weapons, don't get them. Those who want to learn self-defense, learn it. It's good exercise as well. But I don't have to talk about self-defense. That's a personal journey. That's not like buying canned goods, medical first aid, or there's other things that you need. For example, all kinds of plastics and tapes for if we have an atomic thing go on, nuclear. What else? Yeah. If there's an uprising, it's not going to happen out here because it would take city people quite a while to get through all the different little towns to get here, because all those little towns, they're not going to take lightly to people coming through the streets to pillage. I'm just telling you that. But as far as self-defense, I believe that you should, but that is a personal journey. I've been handling guns since before I was 7. When I was 7 is when I got my first .22. I have handguns. I have very nice self-defense tools. So to that person, I say, well, I guess you could visit, right? So no, I am not upset that Big Balls got blasted in the nose. No, I'm not upset that the people who voted for Trump are having a hard time in Tennessee. No, I don't care. But like I said, I care about the children. I care about those that did not vote for him. And I also care about the older people that are going to be impacted harshly. Tennessee better start taking care of their own. They're not going to be able to rely on the blue states anymore. And I really honestly wish that the blue states could pool all of their help for all the red states. I'm just saying. I wish they could, because they're going to need it as well. Trump shut down FEMA pretty much. It's useless. And NOAA is absolutely useless. So if there's something happening in your state, chances are no one's coming. The flood in Texas? You know, something I've never heard was about the Mexican firefighters coming over and helping Texans during that time before the 72 hours before NOAA sent FEMA. The FEMA director walked away. Why? Because it was all wrong. I'm going to tell you a story about Katrina. During Katrina, there was a debacle. There were people standing by, search and rescue, canine search and rescue units standing by. There were search and rescues standing by in Atterbury, Indiana. Atterbury. It's a fort, a military installation, whatever. And there was a group of canine search and rescue and a helicopter pilot that took off before they were given permission. They ended up in Mississippi. They saved a lot of lives in Mississippi before they were ever given the order. As they were driving, riding, flying, flying, while they were in the chopper, flying towards Mississippi, They were getting radioed. You need to turn around. You need to turn around. And they shut the radio off. How do I know this story? We'll just leave it as I do. There were federal marshals that were sent to get those searchers and that helicopter pilot. They didn't get them because the marshals were not going to abide by that. Okay? So they didn't get them. So when that chopper went back to Atterbury, they wanted to arrest all of those canine search and rescue and the helicopter pilot. When the news hit and something was said, they dropped it. They didn't put any kind of uh, charges against these people or the pilot. They were going to say that they commandeered and stole a helicopter chopper. They didn't. Because they knew that they had screwed up to begin with. And those people were ready to rock and roll. Search and rescue workers, especially canine search and rescue workers, have stuff sitting by their door at all times. When they get a call that something's going on or getting ready to go on, and there's always that 72 hours before it hits when we had the correct weather systems, which we don't anymore because the weather systems have changed, but they also don't have the alerts that they had because they've decided it's not important. They decided that NOAA is not important. But anyway, search and rescue, especially canine workers, they have bags for their dogs, they have bags for them, and they'll get out on the road and get to a meeting place almost immediately when something is getting ready to hit. Pre-measures. They are great people. People that work for FEMA are great people. They drop their jobs, they drop their families, they drop their lives to go and help others. They are destroying something that is a great thing for our country. So, when all of you red states get hit, when all of you guys get hit, when we get hit, or whoever gets hit with a natural disaster, your government does not give one crap about you. Period. You don't count. They've put so much money into ICE and the Border Patrol. They've taken it from FEMA. They've taken it from so many other departments that need it. Education. What a joke. What a joke. So, let's recap. Why I don't talk about self-defense, because that is a personal journey. Listening to the president lie at a presser, I just can't do it anymore. Tennessee, sorry about your luck. Sorry. Yeah, Tennessee's getting hit hard. You voted for it. That's on you. The economic situation is not going to get better. Our president of peace, you don't go after Greenland, you don't go after Canada, you don't go after Panama, you don't go bomb Iran, you don't work with Netanyahu to take Gaza for your own wealth. No. Just saying. I've got to get out of here because these little bugs are bothering me. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Good luck out there, because all you have is one lying regime who thinks you are nothing but workers to pay for their ballroom, to pay for their parade, to pay for the things that are not necessary as they take away from the things that are. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I gotta go. I gotta get away from these corn flies are driving me nuts. Bye, y'all.